Well, we'd like to welcome everybody to Strawn, America. Gordon Longhorns come to town. Ryan, let's talk about it.
Man, let's talk about Gordon first. I mean, where do we start? We know what these guys are about. Mike Reed, their head coach, he's got a lot of toughness, a lot of versatility instilled in these guys mentally. I mean, they're always ready to play. It doesn't matter who their opponent is. He keeps these kids ready. I know they're up for the challenge for sure. Just to name a few names. I mean, we got Reed and Striker Reed, the coaches' kids. They're very, very talented group. They're offensive starters based from what Mike Reed gave us. Braden Walters, Reed, Striker Reed, Asher Salinas, Juan Cabrera, and then Noah Castilla. That'll be the rotation for offense and defense. For the Longhorns is Braden Walters, Reed, Striker Reed, Eric James, Juan Cabrera Davia, and Maddox Stewart. As you can see, I mean, he's just got a plethora of talent on this roster. He can dang near rotate anybody in and out of the lineup that he wants. Let's talk about what Strawn needs to do to minimize the damage on defensive side of the ball. On the defensive side of the ball, Strawn has to play defense in the passing game. That is the main thing that I was thinking about all week for these Strawn Greyhounds, and that they struggle with really throughout the entire season and last season. They can't let anybody behind them. Gordon, they have some burners. They have tall kids. These guys can catch. I mean, it's going to be a tall task for Strawn to be able to stop this Gordon passing game. I'm not going to say they're going to stop it because no one can stop them, but you just have to minimize the damage. That's what you got to do against teams like these. Gordon is going to run the ball here and there. They do have a big back that they like to hand off to in the middle. Other than that, I just think that Strawn really has to nail down the passing game for them to really be in this game.
Yep. So I talked to Mike Reed before the game and asked him how he keeps his team grounded. This team is stacked. He said we have 12 legit starters on this team, and he goes, so we grade them, and by grading them guys, it's a competitiveness during practice for these guys on who's going to get to play. So this team is loaded. We all know this. We know that Gordon is coming in here. They're all world. They're ready to play. These guys are good. Now, saying that, what we have seen from Strawn these first 2 weeks, Strawn ain't no pushover.
No, absolutely not. Strawn, and I was just about to get to them, Strawn, Gordon's not going to have an easiest time with Strawn at all. Michael Barcenas is a player that immediately stands out to me. He ran all over Knox City, and of course, they're no pushover. Number 6 in the state, probably even ranked higher now, probably 4 or 5 now. Of course, that defense, they're all about speed, and Michael Barcenas was burning the speedsters of Knox City. He is going to, I have no doubt in my mind that he's going to run all over Gordon. Of course, like I said with Gordon, they just have as much of a tall task with Strawn as Strawn does with Gordon. Michael Barcenas is going to be the key player for Strawn tonight. He is going to have to be the workhorse. He's going to have to be the driving force, the motivator, the captain of this Strawn team for them to be locked and loaded and ready to go. And with that being said, I have one more key player that I would really like to shout out, and I think that can make an immediate impact if used correctly. Casey Nunez, the quarterback, the deep back, and the gun formation that the Strawn Greyhounds do like to run from time to time. If they can get him activated in the option game, making the linebackers freeze, making them make decisions, that is going to be super, super key for Strawn to not only open up the passing game, but that's going to allow Michael Barcenas to have even more room to run because these linebackers will have so much the stuff going through their head trying to stop these shifty Strawn backs.
So my thing is this. Yes, everybody knows that Gordon is a powerhouse. But the thing is, you can take all that kind of stuff. You know how it goes when Strawn plays Gordon, or vice versa, which depending on which town you're from.
None of that stuff matters.
You throw that out the window.
Together.
You've seen it. We've seen it time and time again when a team Strawn, when they were winning state championships, Gordon comes over here and they beat them. This is the same type thing. Make no mistake about it. Strawn's going to have to be perfect.
Oh, absolutely.
And even being perfect, they're going to need to get lucky. The ball needs to bounce their way. They're going to need to get one of those bounces. Strawn plays the game that they played last week like they played in the first half. They got a chance.
They definitely have a chance.
They definitely got a chance with these guys. And I give them a good chance. As long as they play their game and they don't get frustrated and they don't look across the field and think, ooh, that's the big bad wolf over there, like I said before, because they're coming to blow this house down. So Strawn has got to be on their game. Casey Nunez has to have a phenomenal night tonight. No mistakes.
And that's no knock to Gordon. Blowing the house down, I mean, that should be their goal. As the big bad wolf, we all know the childhood tale. I mean, that's the whole goal of the big bad wolf is to come to unfamiliar territory and take over that territory.
And what we have to hope is that Dwayne over this week has instilled in these kids that they're in a brick house, because the big bad wolf can't blow the brick house down. That's what we need. We need them to be solid, no mistakes, gang tackle. They've got to be aggressive against this Gordon Longhorn team.
They have to minimize the mistakes of last week. You saw, 3 plays in a row in the gun formation, which I think, as the Gordon Longhorns do enter the field, those white jerseys look beautiful. Anyways,
they do look sharp.
But the gun formation is going to be super key for these guys. You cannot fumble the snap. That's going to be huge. You have to stay locked in. Focus on the ball entering your hands. Don't try to do things too quick. The way you're going to beat Gordon is being efficient and playing correctly, and that's how you're going to beat teams like this, because they are as polished as they come.
I talked to Dwayne before the game. I sat down with him and the coaches in there, and we had a little discussion about it. Hey, they're pumped. They're ready. These kids are ready. That's all they've been thinking about. This football game right here, they're ready to show, yep, maybe we're not ranked high like they are, but they're ready to say this is our house.
And we saw it from Knox City last week. We saw it. They have the potential. That's a number 6 ranked team, and they were just as good last year, if not better. So we know Strawn has the capability of playing at the heights of these top-tier teams. We know that for a fact. It's the fact that sometimes with these younger squads, these players that play behind people that don't get near as much playing time, sometimes you make mistakes early on in the season, but that's okay. Early on in the season, that's fine, but you have to eliminate those in big games like this. In games like these, this is where you gain momentum for the entire season.
And for everybody out there, I know to everybody that's listening, everybody that's in the stand, this is the Super Bowl. It's always Strawn-Gordon, the rivalry. But to the players out here, this is a stepping stone. This game, win or lose this game, doesn't define your season. Strawn knows that. Gordon knows that. But when you want to play the best, you want to beat the best, you can't get better if you don't play better teams. Strawn's got an opportunity tonight to come out and showcase themselves and say, hey, we belong on this field too.
Strawn's not going to have a bigger test all season long. This is the cream of the crop Gordon Longhorns. We're going to keep saying this over and over all night, but it's the truth. These kids, Mike Reed and this coaching staff does an excellent job of getting these guys ready, and that's the same thing with Coach Lee. He's done this for years. He's always done a great job, when I was in high school especially, keeping us locked in, keeping us ready to go. Doesn't matter who we're playing. We're always ready to go. We're playing everybody the same. We play our game. They're going to run the ball, and here come your Strong Greyhounds onto the football field.
All righty, guys. So, again, Strawn's got to play mistake-free football if they want to win this game. They've got a chance to win this game, but they've got to play mistake-free football. They've got to get in there. They've got to hit Gordon, and they've got to hit him hard and hit him often. They cannot be afraid. Get in there and show them.
Ladies and gentlemen, it does not get better than this. I hope you guys are tuned in. MicroplexNews.com. We are about to get rowdy up in here.
About to have the captains on the field for the coin toss. We'll have the school songs and then the singing of the national anthem. Maybe. He also gave us the stickers. If you can read that.
Oh, yeah. Your starters tonight for your Strong Greyhounds on offense. We got Ben Hopkins. We got Casey Nunez. We got Chico. He's going to be on your offensive line. David, also on the offensive line. Michael Barcinas, Iron Mike, we already know that. And Danny Fuentes. A solid offensive starting unit for the Strong Greyhounds. As well on defense, we got Chico, your big boy in the middle. He's going to be key in stopping the run. We got Casey Nunez. We got Ben Hopkins, David Yanez. I'm not sure who that says that's FR.
No, it's Fraga.
Fraga. Julian. Oh, I almost said Julian Fraga. That's his brother, Johnny Fraga, who looks exactly like him on the field, by the way. It's a spitting image. He'll be number 11 tonight. Super solid squad for Strawn. I'm ready to get this going.
There's the coin flip. Let's see what it is. Looks like the Greyhounds have won the toss. Maybe.
Something I already want to point out that I'm noticing is Nick Lynn is a captain.
Strawn is elected to receive opening kickoff. Now, if we could please have Gordon's school song. Bringing an air conditioner next week.
Bringing a fan.
Can we please have the Strawn school song? You would all please rise, remove your caps, and face the west as we honor America and sing in the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Beautiful, beautiful. I love it.
Wow.
All right, let's play some football. We're getting ready to kick it off here. Your Strawn Greyhounds will be dressed in their traditional black uniforms, black helmets. The Gordon Longhorns come in wearing all white with black helmets. Greyhounds will be defending the east goal. Gordon will defend the west. Strawn will be moving from my left to right. And I'm excited about this right here.
I've been waiting for this all week. Got our water, got our snacks up here. I'm ready for some football. Let's get it done.
And we are just about ready to get it. Gordon will take the field. Strawn is already out there. Back deep for the Greyhounds will be number 11, Johnny Fraga. And to tee it up for the for the Longhorns will be number 13, Juan Davila.
There we go. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We are kicking off.
And we are live Fraga's going to miss it at the 1, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback, and the Greyhounds will have it first down and 15.
I'm looking for Coach Lee to establish the run game right away. Of course, that's our bread and butter. That's what I'm looking for Coach Lee to do right away. Try to get Michael Barcenas going, try to get these running backs going and get that blocking going. That's what I'm looking for right away, and I believe that's what he's about to come out in.
First and 15 for the Greyhounds at their own 20-yard line.
You may even see a trick play.
Greyhounds will come to the line in the gun right off the bat. Kaysen Nunez will take the snap. And he's going to give it off to Michael Barcenas coming right, looking for room to run, and there's nowhere to go.
And this is what I was...
And there's a penalty flag on the field as there was a face mask. Number 1 makes the tackle, Braden Walters. And let's see where they mark it. They're going to lose a couple of yards on the play, but the face mask is going to give them a first down. So,
granted, there was a face mask on that play, but, I mean, I really was surprised that they came out in the formation like that with Kaysen Nunez as the up back. I'm not really sure. Not really sure about that one. Kind of get bailed out there, but, of course, we were talking about the luck, and there's your start. There's your good start right there.
Greyhounds will go all the way up to the 33-yard line. First and 15 for the Greyhounds, and on second down, they'll go out in the gun one more time. Kaysen Nunez, the up back. Michael Barcenas, the deep back. Kaysen Nunez will take it, and he's going left. And Michael Barcenas, the ball's on the ground. He picks it up, and he's going to be tackled right there. Eric James, number 4, makes the tackle, and he's going to lose about – they're going to mark him at about a 7-yard loss, so that's going to make it second down.
In this first possession, I can already see it. This is definitely some nerves on the Strawn side. They're not getting clean handoffs. They're not getting clean pitches, and that's okay. Just get them out early. You can't no more mistakes from this point out. You have to play perfect. You can't be fumbling those. We have to lock in.
Greyhounds will come out on second down. Once again, out of that gun formation, Kaysen Nunez, the up back. He's going to take the snap, and he's looking to throw. Throws it over the middle. That is complete. That's going to be number 10. Alex Hughes makes the catch, and he'll get just past the original line of scrimmage up to about the 35-yard line. Brings up a third down and 14. Maybe third. No, they're going to mark him back. So it's going to be third down and about 14 for the Greyhounds here from their own 34-yard line.
Coach Lee kind of going against the grain on his own playbook. He's coming out in the gun right away. I really did not expect that. I mean, I kind of get where he's coming from, trying to throw them off a little bit. Unfortunately, right now, it's just not going their way.
Third down here for the Greyhounds. Once again, out of that gun formation. Kaysen Nunez, the up back. Michael Barcenas, the deep man. Nunez will take it, and he's going left. Right up the middle, Michael Barcenas looking for room to run, and there's nowhere to go. Braden Walters once again on the tackle for the Longhorns, and that's going to bring up third down and about 12 for the Greyhounds from their own 36-yard line.
And Gordon can see what's coming right away. Michael Barcenas is in the backfield. I mean, he's not going to be passing the ball. They know what's coming, especially if Kaysen does not hand it off right away. They know it's a pass right away. If he does turn around and pitch it, hand it off, they know where it's going. So Strawn kind of has to maybe switch some things up because Gordon definitely has had their eye on them this week. They know what's coming.
Big fourth down here for the Greyhounds from their own 36-yard line. They'll come out one more time in the gun. Kaysen Nunez, the up man. Michael Barcenas, the deep man. Longhorns running a 3-2-1 defense. Kaysen Nunez straight back to throw. Under heavy pressure here from the Longhorns. They're going to swing it up to Ben Hopkins at the 30. He's going to hit midfield, and that's it right there. 3 Longhorns make the tackle. That's going to be number 1, number 2, and number 21.
And I really...
Braden Walters, Rye Reed, and Maddox Stewart.
And I really wish Coach Lee would switch Michael Barcenas and Kaysen. I wish he would just put Kaysen in the back. That way, in case he gets under pressure, he can run the ball, and he can pass it, he can dump it, he can pitch it quick to Michael Barcenas on a chip block. I would really like to see that, but I understand.
Longhorns are going to take over at midfield. They're going to go split right out of that unbalanced formation.
Motion.
They're going to take it. That's going to be Noah Costilla looking to throw. Throws it up. Good coverage there by Kaysen Nunez. That was just excellent coverage. Intended for Braden Walters, but it comes down. Kaysen Nunez was right there step for step, and that's going to bring up second down here for the Longhorns.
And Kaysen Nunez deceitfully has a lot of length on his side. He's a tall kid with a lot of length on his arms. He can defend passes.
Longhorns come out in the split right formation, split left formation, and they're going to go in motion. Noah Costilla's taking it. He's going to roll to his left. Looking, throws it up, got a man, and that's in and out of the hands of Asher Salinas, and that would have spelled danger right there. Nice throw by Noah Costilla, but it falls incomplete, and that's going to bring up third down here for the Longhorns.
And, just as much as Strawn had some nerves, it kind of looks like Gordon has a little bit of nerves too. Noah throws a beautiful ball. He throws it before the receiver's even looking for it, right into his pocket. Unfortunately, the receiver just kind of bobbles it a little bit, falls short. You're not going to see that happen very often with the Longhorns.
Third down here for the Longhorns from midfield. They're going to go. They're going to give it off. That's going to be Ryen Reed looking for room to run. Striker Reed, He's going to get about 3 yards on the play. David Yanez on the tackle. That's going to bring up 4th down and 13 for the Gordon Longhorns in Greyhound territory at the 37.
I really like what I'm seeing.
No huddle here for the Longhorns on 4th down. Split left one more time. Noah Costilla under center. He's going to give it off. That's Ryen Reed looking to run. He's got a lot of speed. He gets to the corner. 30, 20, 10. Nobody's going to get him. Touchdown, Gordon Longhorns. Ryen Reed off the left side for the easy score. And the Gordon Longhorns strike first, make it 6-0 with 6:40 to go in the first quarter.
Man, that's the scary thing about Gordon Longhorns. They have so much speed. Man, you have to be on top of these upbacks because this is why I would like Coach Lee to do that same thing because these upbacks can get loose.
Juan Davila on the kick here for the Longhorns. Striker Reed to hold. Snap is good. The hold is good. The kick is up, and it too is good. So the Gordon Longhorns strike first, and with 6:40 to go in the first quarter, they make it 8-0 over the Strawn Greyhounds.
And that defensive possession for Strawn, that's nothing to slouch over. I mean, they had a really good defensive possession. They were playing the pass well. Unfortunately, they just let one slip by, and, you can't let that happen against Gordon, of course, but you can't stop them like I was saying. You're not going to be able to stop them on plays like that. They just made a good play. You got to nod your head, tip your cap, and you got to move on to the next possession. They're coming out on offense, and I would expect Coach Lee to kind of go away from that gun. It didn't work right away, or maybe switch Kaysen and Michael Barcinas in those little positions. But I would expect him to come out in his red and his tee, and that's how Coach Lee really starts to get into his play calling rhythm. You'll probably see him call 24 hammer. That's probably his favorite play. He'll probably come out in that right away. That's how he gets into his flow state whenever he's on offense.
So I went to practice yesterday as they were going through, and Dwayne spent probably 30 minutes on the hammer play, just explaining and making sure in the mind's head, in the player's head, do your job. This is your spot. This is where you're supposed to go. Don't run it this way. Don't run it that way. It's run right here. And if we run it here, we'll have success. We'll see if that doesn't compute today against the Gordon Longhorns.
And being the quarterback running that play several times as I have, I've ran that play probably 100 times. As the quarterback, you have to get out quick. If you're Kaysen, I know he's got it in him. You have to get out quick in front of Michael, and you have to get that last line of defense. Either cut block him, or you have to cut him inside and block off
Hudson
so
Campbell
Michael can get out to the outside.
For the Longhorns, back deep is Johnny Fraga for the Greyhounds. Or is that number 6? That's number 6.
Number 6.
My bad. Asher Salinas. And we've got a timeout.
On a kickoff.
Greyhounds will take a timeout here.
That's not what you want to use a timeout for, is on kickoff, unfortunately.
Well, at least it's not 110.
Yeah, at least it's not 110. I mean, it's hot up here. It's hot up here.
Yeah, I'm bringing a fan next time. My bad. So he wanted to make sure he's got everybody in the right positions. Again, you can't make mistakes against this Longhorn team, and he wanted to make sure they had it right and knew everybody knew their job on this, because they did bring a different kicker out.
Absolutely.
So he was thinking something different.
So, what that's a tale of is, the first kicker, he did a squib kick, possibly deep kick. This guy, they switch kicker again.
Now they switch kickers again, and it's going to be Braden Walters on the kick, and they line up in the onside formation.
Yep, so I would look out for some onsides, maybe a fake onside. I know Gordon likes to be tricky. You may even see another squib kick.
Walters will tee it up, and he will squib it, and that's a nice kick there. It's going to be fielded by Alex Hughes going left. Takes a couple of hits and keeps going. It's going to be brought down at the 34-yard line. Tackle made by Braden Walters.
And just for clarification, Alex Hughes, they do call him Chico. That's who I was calling out earlier on both sides of the ball. That's Chico Hernandez. Or Hughes, my apologies.
Greyhounds will have 1st and 15 from their own 34-yard line. They'll come out quickly. Once again, coming out in that gun formation. They're going to go split ends. Casey Nunez will take it. Going to give it to Michael Barcenas right up the middle, looking for room to run. Slips a tackle at the 35. He's breaking through. Breaks another tackle at the 35 down inside the 30-yard line to the 29-yard line. First good run there for the Greyhounds, and they're in business in Longhorn territory, 1st and 15 at the 30.
And that's what you need. That's what you need. You need Michael Barcenas to use his abilities. He has very good ball carrier vision. He's very elusive, very agile. He can slip the seams. He can slip the cracks. And you're right there. You see a perfect example of a 15-yard gain.
Juan Davila had him wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, but he just broke through. Once again, the Greyhounds will come out in the gun. Casey Nunez, the up man. He's going to take it, drop straight back, looking to throw. Under some pressure, can't run it, throws it to Michael Barcenas. He spins off, keeps his feet, breaks another tackle at the 30, 25, 20, 10. Can one man to beat? Touchdown, Greyhounds.
And my goodness.
That's a good run right there by Michael Barcenas.
This is who we needed to come out and play today, and you saw it right there. Beautiful ability standing up, puts his hand in the dirt. And my goodness, he turned on the Jets, and he beats all these speedsters in the backfield of this Gordon defense. Beautiful run by Iron Mike.
Nice run by Iron Mike. Casey Nunez for the points after here. Try to tie this ball game up. Snap is good. The hold is good. The kick is going to be no good. So with 6:13 to go in the first quarter, the Greyhounds strike back, and it's 8-6. Gordon over Strawn.
And as much of a beautiful run as that was by Iron Mike, I mean, this kid's a stud. You're not going to have very many missed tackles from Gordon like that. I'm pretty surprised that they missed those tackles. That's definitely a mishap, and I know Mike Reed's getting on him right now. We have to wrap up. We have to play a little bit slower. We have to break down. This kid's shifty. He will get by you if you let him, and I know exactly what he's telling these kids right now. Very uncharacteristic of the Gordon Longhorns right there, but nevertheless, Strawn showing signs of what we saw against Knox City. They can run the ball with the best of them, and you see it right there.
Ben Hopkins, the man on the kick for the Strawn Greyhounds, as he'll tee it up at the 30-yard line. Back deep for the Gordon Longhorns. Looks like it's going to be Ryen at about his own 15-yard line. And they will squib kick it. Takes a nice bounce. That's going to be picked up.
Oh, my goodness.
That's Aiden Shankin picks it up, and he's gone. 20, 10, 5, touchdown Longhorns. And just like that, on an onside kick, Shank picks it up. Down the left side he goes for the score. And Gordon Longhorn extends their lead 14-6 with the points after to come.
And, I mean, that's all Gordon Longhorns right there. There's no one's fault right there. I mean, I'm not sure how many teams are going to make a play like that. And, of course, it'd be the Gordon Longhorns. They have so much speed. Beautiful run.
Juan Davila on the kick here for the Gordon Longhorns. Striker Reed to hold. The snap's good. The kick is up.
That's a booming one.
And it is good. 16-6 with 6:05 to go in the first quarter. The Gordon Longhorns lead the Strawn Greyhounds. Yeah, you know, they broke contain on the outside. They didn't keep that outside contain when he come in. It is an onside kick. You don't expect it to be that like that. But you still have to stay in your lane. You got to control the outside. And he didn't control it.
The main thing with the Coach Lee calls kickoff mad dogs. That's what he calls it. So when I say mad dogs, that's what I'm alluding to. In mad dogs, your main job is to not let them outside you, especially the speedsters. Whenever the speedsters have this whole field to run across, that's when you see the separation. That's when you see the angles start to cut down. It's super hard to draw angles on these fast guys. I know, because I was a slow guy in high school. I know it's hard to make angles on these fast guys, and you see it right there. I mean, you cannot let them get to the outside.
Longhorns will tee it up at their own 30-yard line. Johnny Fraga back deep for the Greyhounds. Asher Salinas on the kick for the Longhorns. And he'll send it out of the back of the end zone. That is a monster kick that hits about 5 yards out of the play.
It's the shot clock.
And the Greyhounds will take over 1st and 15 from their own 20-yard line.
At this point, usually I'm pretty good with predicting what's going to happen, but Coach Lee, he's coming out and he's doing things that I would not expect Coach Lee to do, and I love it. You have to change it up a little bit, and I really love what he's doing so far. He's given them a different look than probably what they're used to seeing Strawn do. And I really love his play calling so far. Doing an excellent job.
Greyhounds will come out on 1st down. Once again, they're going to be in that gun formation. They're going to go unbalanced right out of that gun. Red right out of the gun. Casey Nunez is going to take it, and he's going to give it to Michael Barcenas one more time up the middle, looking for room to run. Not going to find much. Maybe 1.5 yards to 2 yards. Braden Walters on the tackle for the Gordon Longhorns. Second down and 13 for the Greyhounds. Red right formation. Casey Nunez, the deep man. Michael Barcenas, the up man. They're going to give it to Casey Nunez, going left, looking to throw. Got all kinds of time. Throws it up, got a man open. Ben Hopkins at the 35. Spins down there, down to the 30. Tackle made by Striker Reed. But a big pass by Casey Nunez, and the Greyhounds are back in business again. 1st and 15 at the Longhorn 30-yard line.
Beautiful ball by Casey Nunez. He throws it on the backside of the field. My goodness, what a throw. And that's what I really like to see Coach Lee switching them back and forth. You know, every time you can't run Casey back there, every time you can't run Mike back there every time. Beautiful decision-making by Casey Nunez. I like when he's back there. He can run it. He can pitch it. He can pass it across the field, obviously. So I would love to see more of that. Great job. Great job. 1st
and 15 for the Greyhounds at the Longhorn 30-yard line. They'll come up out of the T formation. Casey Nunez walks them to the line. Michael Barcenas is going to get it going right, looking for room to run. Fights his way forward for about 2 yards, and that's going to be it. Juan Davila on the tackle for the Longhorns. That's going to bring up 2nd down and about
number 2.
13.
Who just ran the ball? Daniel Orduna?
Oh, was that Orduna? My apologies. It was Orduna.
Give Mike a little break there. Way to make something out of nothing right there.
My apologies for that. That was Daniel Orduna with the carry there. And he's going to stay in. Greyhounds will come to the line in the T formation. Casey Nunez will bring them there. They're going to give it to Orduna again, going right. Big block there by Chico. He's going to get across the 25 down to about the 24. 3rd down here and manageable. About 9 for the Greyhounds.
And that was the senior Juan Cabrera Davila on the nice backfield trip up. I mean, if he doesn't get that trip up right there, you might be looking at a 10, 15-yard gain. Strawn taking a little bit of time here, making sure they get the right play call here.
I'm thinking he's going to call a timeout here, and he does. He does call a timeout. Greyhounds will call a timeout. 3:21 to go in the first quarter. 16-6. The Gordon Longhorns lead your Strawn Greyhounds.
And this is a good timeout. When you're in a position like this and you're driving on Gordon and you're dang near in the red zone, pretty much you're in the red zone, you want to make sure you get this. This is a big play right here, super big play. You want to make sure you get all the details right, who's going where. He's telling Kaysen, make sure we catch the snap, make sure we don't fumble anything. Just making sure we're all calmed down. That's probably what he's doing, calming them down a little bit. And I really do like this timeout.
Full timeout, evidently. Big third down here for the Strawn Greyhounds. Third down and about 9. They'll come out once again, unbalanced left, that black formation out of the gun.
I would love to see a fake here. I would love to see a fake handoff here.
Nunez is going to take it, and he's going to give it to Barcenas going right. Got a lot of room to run. Breaks a tackle inside the 15 down to about the 11. Now they'll mark him back at about the 13, but that'll be enough for a first down. Greyhounds moving the ball pretty well here. First down and goal for the Greyhounds.
And that's what you call an O gap. They ran it right down the middle of the O gap. I mean, and it was wide open. Michael Barcenas does a great job of using his quarterback as, some would say, a meat shield. He's literally using him to push other guys out of his way. I mean, perfect. That was picture perfect right there. Coach Lee really did a good job of getting them ready to run that play.
First down for the Greyhounds. Out of that black formation, they'll run it through the gun. Casey Nunez will take it, dropping straight back, looking to throw. Under pressure. Still got a lot of time. Going to have to get rid of it here. Under heavy pressure, he dumps it off, and it falls incomplete. And that's just a good play not to catch that ball right there because you're going to lose a couple of yards.
That was a very smart play. A little subtle, smart play, but nevertheless, that's a good play.
He was under heavy pressure from Eric James, the junior from Gordon, and he smartly dumped it off. Greyhounds will have second down and goal from the 13. Greyhounds taking a little bit of time here. They're going to have to hurry. They want to get this thing off. They'll come to the line. Black formation out of the gun once again. Casey Nunez is going to take it. He's going to give it to Michael Barcenas going right. Looking for room to run. Finds a little bit of room. He's finally going to be brought down inside the 10 at about the 9-yard line. That's going to bring up third down and goal from the 9.
And this is when you may see Coach Lee come out in that red. He really likes the red in the red zone, no pun intended. This is really, honestly, his favorite time to run the red formation, or black.
On that last play right there, I don't know if you saw, Striker Reed come in there at the end, and he was straight trying to strip the ball out. The Greyhounds are going to have to hold on tight. He came in while they had him held up, and he was just straight ripping for the ball.
Last year, that's what Gordon was really good at. They were good at getting turnovers.
Third down here for the Greyhounds. Red right formation. Out of the gun, Casey Nunez is going to take it. Going to give it to Michael Barcenas going left. And he's going to throw it, and he overthrows Chico, and that was a great play. We've said 100 times he's not going to throw it, and there he throws it, and he just throws it over Chico's head. And that's going to bring up fourth down and goal here for the Greyhounds at the Gordon 9.
Great play call. I mean, no one is expecting him to throw it right there. Does overthrow him quite a bit, but nevertheless, it was a great play call, and I like where the thought's at. I really do. But now you're in a fourth down situation. Maybe you wanted to save that for fourth down. Maybe you wanted to try to get another run play in your third down situation. But nevertheless, huge fourth down situation here for the Greyhounds.
Big time fourth down play here for the Strawn Greyhounds. Fourth down and goal. Inside the 10 at about the 9-yard line. Out of the gun formation. Casey Nunez, the deep man. Michael Barcenas is going to give it to Nunez. Looking to throw. Rolls to his left. He's got room to run. He's going to run it. He tucks it. Touchdown, Greyhounds. Casey Nunez. And just like we talked about last week, we want to see him use his feet. And he had a lot of room to run.
And just as I was saying, you saw the linebacker had to make a decision. And unfortunately, he chose the wrong decision, and he went with the guy that was in the end zone. He was going to be open. Unfortunately, you have to make a decision. And that's what you want. You want these Gordon Longhorns, who's as polished, to make those hard decisions like that.
Ben Hopkins, the man on the kick for the Greyhounds here. The snap is a little low, but the kick is up, and it's good. So with 1:29 to go in the first quarter, the Gordon Longhorns lead the Strawn Greyhounds 16-14.
Beautiful, beautiful play calling right there. I really like what Coach Lee did right there. I really like that he's getting Kaysen involved in the backfield. That's going to open up the game so much for them. I don't even think they realize how much it's going to open up the game for them. That's going to make them extremely deadly, especially when they come out in that tie formation, because they're going to be caught off guard. They're going to be super caught off guard by that for sure. That's going to open up the boot game. They haven't ran any bootlegs. They haven't ran any bootlegs yet. So
I had talked to Dwayne earlier in the week about that. We were talking about the Knox City game, and I said, I really liked when you had Kaysen back there and he made those couple of runs. Is that something you're thinking? And he said, hey, we've been working on that. We showed it just a couple there. He goes, but you're going to see more of that. We're going to start opening it up a little bit more for him, and that's going to pay dividends for the Greyhounds later on.
Absolutely. I really like that analysis. I really do.
Big shout out to my friend Robert Costilla watching.
Yes, sir.
He just sent me a picture.
Of course, his son's on the other side over here, or his nephew.
Yeah.
His nephew. My apologies.
Ben Hopkins to tee it up for the Greyhounds, and they're going to kick it deep. It's going to bounce at about the 15 into the 10 to the 5. They're going to pick it up. That's going to be Aiden Shank, and he's got room to run down the side. He goes midfield, 30, 20, and he's going to go out of bounds. There's a penalty marker on the field, and I think that's going to be a block in the back.
And that'll be a huge break for the Greyhounds. We'll see what they decide to do here.
Aiden looked back, and he saw the laundry on the field, and he just ran out of bounds. He knew that he was pretty sure that was going to be coming back.
Absolutely.
No sense of wasting your energy.
Appreciate all you guys being in the chat. We have a really good game going on right now. I appreciate all you guys being in here.
So the Longhorns will have it 1st and 15 from their own 24-yard line, and they're going to hustle to the line here. Split left formation.
I really like this formation.
In motion, Noah Costilla takes it, looking to throw. Got all kinds of time, throws it up. That's going to be Rye Reed for that's about a 5-yard gain there. Nice little pitch and catch from Noah Costilla to Rye Reed. 2nd down for the Longhorns at the 29.
And plays like that, that's what you call a feeler throw. That's what gets you as a quarterback in your rhythm. It was a direct pitch, quick little out route. We would run that all the time when you're trying to get in rhythm.
Split right formation this time. Noah Costilla under center. He's going to take it, and he's going to give it back to Striker Reed. Cuts it right up the middle. Quick, slips the tackle there. 40, 30, and he's gone. Nobody's going to catch him. 10-5, touchdown Longhorns. Striker Reed with an absolute clinical run up the middle, breaks tackle, and he's gone.
And he's showing off that state speed. That is a state championship winning speed right there. Not only in football, but in track as well. I mean, that is incredible speed. My goodness. It doesn't get faster than that right there.
Juan Davila on the kick here for the Longhorns. Striker Reed to hold. Snap is good. The kick is up. And I believe it's also good. It is. 1:04 to go in the first quarter. Gordon Longhorns 24, Strawn Greyhounds 14.
I want to encourage you guys to share this stream with anyone that you know that's not currently doing anything. Maybe, give them something to watch. This is a perfect opportunity to watch what a beautiful game that six-man football is. You're seeing some of the deepest franchises in six-man football history. I mean, it does not get any deeper history, any better than this right here. If you know anyone that's trying to get into six-man football, now's the time to show them this kind of stuff right here.
We appreciate everybody that listens in, that's for sure.
Massachusetts, shout out Massachusetts. I see y'all watching from Massachusetts.
And pardon the occasional, I think I've done it 2 or 3 times now, my face in the picture because the flip camera icon is in my way down here. And the screen is very sticky for some reason. Humidity.
Asher Salinas on the kick for the Longhorns. Back deep will be Johnny Fraga for the Greyhounds. Kick is a squib kick. It'll hit at the 10. He'll pick it up at the 4. Johnny Fraga looking for room to run. Breaks a tackle at the 20. Still fighting his way forward.
Hold on to that ball.
And he's going to be brought down there by a host of Longhorns. Greyhounds will have 1st and 15 from their own 23-yard line.
And we'll see what Coach Lee decides to come out in here. I'm bragging on his play calling a lot, but it's the truth. He's doing a really good job of calling this game against a really tough Gordon Longhorns defense. I mean, he's ready for this.
First down for the Greyhounds. Red right formation out of the gun once again. Michael Barcenas will take it and give it to Casey Nunez. Looking to throw. Got all kinds of time. Now he's under pressure. Throws it up. Michael Barcenas at the 15, 20, 25. Breaks a tackle. Wrapped up there at about the 29-yard line.
You just have so many options when you put Kaysen back there.
Absolutely, I love it.
If he didn't have the option there, I mean, you're dang near looking at a loss because he would have to pitch it back and all sorts of things like that. It gets a little mixy. I really like that. I really love that from Coach Lee.
He picked up about 6 yards on the play. Ryan Reed on the tackle. The Greyhounds are in business. Second down, just shy of the 30-yard line, about the 29. Greyhounds will come to the line on second down. Now they're going to come back. They're probably going to run the clock out here. 7-6. This is probably going to end the first quarter.
What they're going to do.
And it is. The end of the first quarter, the Gordon Longhorns lead your Strawn Greyhounds 24-14.
Where is it?
Watching from Portage, Indiana, I believe is that Indiana? IN? Indiana, shout out Indiana.
I'm really happy with the way it's going so far. The Greyhounds, they made a couple of errors, but they've made up for it. They've put a couple of points on the board. I'd like for the extra points, both of them, to be good, because Gordon's not missing their extra points.
And to only be down 10 in this type of game right here, that you live with that. You live with that, especially with how Gordon's playing right now. They're having some mishaps. You really like to see the fact that your team's really playing close. They're playing pretty dang good. I mean, you can't play much better than they are right now. What you're needing to see from them right now that they're maybe missing is a big stop on defense. That'll get them right back into the game. That'll swing the momentum a little bit. That's what's really going to bring Strawn into this game, changing the momentum of the game, playing at their speed, not allowing Gordon to get out in the track speed that they're accustomed to. You got to control the tempo, which they're doing a good job of. But like I said, you need that key stop on defense. That's how you're going to beat teams like this, is with your defense.
We'll swap sides. The Greyhounds will be moving from my right to left. Second down here for the Greyhounds at the 31-yard line. Red right formation out of the gun once again. Casey Nunez is going to take the snap. He's going to give it to Michael Barcenas going right, looking for room to run. Follows his blockers really well, crosses the 35 to about the 36-yard line. It's going to bring up a big third down here and about 2 for the Greyhounds.
A little something I noticed is very little. Strawn and Gordon players helping each other up. They know it's just a game, but there's no friends out here, but they know it's good sportsmanship.
Sure,
I love seeing that.
Third down here for the Greyhounds. Red right formation. Once again, Casey Nunez, the up man. Barcenas, the deep man. Casey's going to take it and give it to Barcenas going right, looking for room to run. He's pick up the first down just barely. That's going to be Braden Walters on the tackle for the Longhorns, along with Maddox Stewart, but not before the Greyhounds get a first down at about the 38-yard line.
Doing a great job of controlling the tempo. This is what I'm talking about.
First and 15 for the Greyhounds. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to cut you off, Ryan.
No worry. Hey, I mean, all I was going to say is that you need to do this. Control the tempo. You're taking time off that precious clock that Gordon loves to not use because they just have so much speed. They score in 5 seconds, so using that against them is going to be another weapon that Strawn has in their arsenal.
First and 15 for the Greyhounds. Red right formation. Casey Nunez, the up man. He's going to take it and give it to Barcenas, going right up the middle. looking for a run, slips a tackle but can't get by the second wave, and Juan Davila makes the tackle, but he'll gain about 5 more yards across midfield down to the 35-yard line. They'll mark him just shy of that, the 36. Second down for the Greyhounds, and this is what you want to see right here.
Absolutely.
Just take time off the clock, run down, put another one on the board here.
And another reason that I like Strawn's, playing a little bit slower, when you play a little bit fast sometimes you get a little bit antsy, you get a little bit twitchy, and this allows you to kind of control your breathing and stay in the moment, not overthink things.
Second down for the Greyhounds. They'll come to the line. Black formation. Out of the gun, Casey Nunez is going to take it. Drops straight back, looking to throw. Heavy pressure, throws it out, incomplete, intended for Michael Barcenas, but he was under heavy pressure as Braden Walters was all over there. He had no time to throw there.
Great job getting that ball out. That was all you could do right there. You just got to move on to the next play.
Makes it third down here for the Greyhounds at the Longhorn 36.
And this is a big play call here. You're entering that threshold where you can kind of expand your playbook into the tighter formations when you get in the red zone. You really want to make sure you get really close to a first down, or that first down here is a really key down.
Third down here for the Greyhounds. Red right formation. Casey Nunez, the up man. Barcenas, the deep man. He's going to take it, give it to Barcenas, going right, coming left. He'll get a couple of yards across the 35 down to about the 33-yard line. Big fourth down play here. It's going to be fourth down and a long 5.
And now if you're Coach Lee, this is when you call your bread and butter. This is when you call a play that you know is a guaranteed 5-6 yards. I'm expecting some sort of a bingo. I might even expect them to come out in that 24 hammer. We haven't seen much of it yet. He knows how big of a down this is, and I would expect him to run his best play.
Big fourth down here for the Greyhounds. In Gordon territory at the 33. They got to get past the 33 inside to the 32 for a first down. And the Greyhounds are going to take a timeout and talk about it. 7:07 to go in the first half. Longhorns lead 24-14 over the Strawn Greyhounds.
And is that their final timeout?
That is their final timeout of the half.
That's pretty big. They had to burn a timeout on a kickoff. I'm not saying it might come back and bite them, but, you really don't want to use timeouts on kickoffs, but nevertheless, that is their final timeout. He's really going to instill that this play needs to be perfect, it's very important. The players know that, the coaches know that. Calming them down again like he did in that third down inside the red zone on the other side. This is what he's doing, calming them down. He's not yelling at them at this point. He's not being animated. He's just talking to them. That's what you do in this situation. You don't get overly animated. Coach Lee does a really good job of doing that.
He's going to use every bit of this timeout to make sure that they get the right play called and what they want.
As he should. It's a very, very key timeout, especially since it's your last one of the half. You want to get the most of it. You're even maybe talking about things ahead of time, too, just to kind of – this is your last time you're really going to get together besides touchdowns.
Fourth down here for the Greyhounds. Big fourth down play. They're going to go out of the red right formation, out of the gun. Casey Nunez, the up man. Michael Barcenas, the deep man. And he's going to take it and give it to Barcenas. Looking to throw. Throws it up. Caught! He's going to be close to the first down, and he has it. There is a flag on the play. Let's see what the flag is. If the play stands, the Greyhounds will have a first down inside the 25.
I have a feeling it's holding.
It's holding against the Greyhounds, so mark that back on a great call and play. And a great catch by Chico.
Alex Hughes, very, very, very good play call. It was a good play call. Unfortunately, sometimes, like we were talking about, the ball just doesn't roll your way.
And that's going to put them all the way back near the original, past the original line of scrimmage. That's going to make it fourth down and about 16. Fourth down and 17 probably here. All the way back in your own territory at your 36-yard line. And that's a terrible break right there for the Greyhounds.
I'm not saying it's deflating, but being in those situations before, it's definitely going to make you I think, is Gordon calling a timeout here?
The official has called a timeout here. He wants to.
Mike Reed was on the field.
Yeah, Mike had a question, and I guess he got it answered.
Allows Coach Lee to kind of talk to his players a little bit there.
Give them a play here.
And he's taking full advantage of this official timeout?
Yeah, they called it an official timeout, and he's going to let it play out here.
We have
Okay, so they just granted them a timeout, so maybe that wasn't.
I'm pretty sure they called 3. That's 4 timeouts, I'm pretty sure. Unless we missed one. Pretty sure that's.
Unless the first timeout on the kickoff, unless that was Gordon that called that.
That very well may have been.
But
nevertheless, if this was your last timeout, either way, you really didn't want to use 2 timeouts in quick succession right here. Either way. Now that you mention it on the kickoff, Gordon did maybe have a little bit of confusion with the different kickers. Maybe that does make a little bit of sense.
Could have been that. I thought the official marked it. I thought he had signaled that it was a Strawn timeout, but I could have been wrong. Nevertheless, they're getting a timeout here, and that's going to bring up 4th down and about 17 here for the Greyhounds. Not many plays you draw up at a 4th and 17.
And right here, I don't see how you go to anyone other than Kaysen in the backfield.
And
you have to let him make a play.
Red right formation for the Greyhounds on 4th down. Kaysen Nunez will be the deep man. Michael Barcenas the up man. They'll give it to Kaysen, looking to throw. Got all kinds of time to throw. He's going to tuck it and try to make it. He's not even going to get close, but a nice run anyway. Wasn't anybody open. Tackle made by number 10, Caden Crow and Braden Walters. And they'll get down to about the 33-yard line, 34-yard line, and that'll turn it over on downs. Longhorns will take over, and this is one of them times when you got to make a stand right here.
Absolutely, and we were just alluding to that right before. You know, you really would have liked to have a touchdown there, but totally fine as long as you get a big stop here. You're going to gain the momentum. You're going to feel the energy. This place is going to blow up if you get a big stop here, and this is what they need.
Split left formation for the Longhorns. Noah Costilla, the up man. And he's going to take it and drop straight back. Throws a quick slant. Caught right there. That's going to be Braden Walters on a quick slant. But that quick slant's going to pick up 10 yards. 2nd down for the Longhorns across midfield down to the 35-yard line. No huddle here. Noah Costilla and that split left formation. Nobody's out there on Striker Reed, and they throw it up to him. He catches it at the 20 to the 10. Fights his way forward in for the touchdown. And they went no huddle. There is a penalty marker on the field back at behind the line of scrimmage.
Maybe someone wasn't set, maybe, possibly.
He's saying no. I think he just said,
oh,
it's coming back.
Was someone not set?
Maybe it ain't coming back. Must be, see what they call it, ineligible substitution against the Greyhounds, so the touchdown will stand. 6:12 to go. That's going to make it 30-14 with the points after to come.
And that's just the mind games Gordon plays. You know, they really haven't ran no huddle the whole time, and then they just break it out of nowhere, and that's the last person you want to leave open.
And they were not prepared for that at all.
Kaysen Nunez did make a good effort to try and negate that, but unfortunately it's a little bit too late.
You won't find many easier touchdowns than that one right there, as nobody was guarding him. And then once again, that's just one of them mistakes you don't like to make.
Absolutely.
Points after are good. That's going to make it 32-14. Gordon over Strawn. 6:12 to go in the first half.
And that's quite literally the last thing you wanted to see if you're Strawn. I know
really
the game's not near over yet, but you know, things like that start to add up against good teams just as much as it would have given Strawn that momentum. Now Gordon feels like we're in their head. We have them discombobulated. We have them overthinking substitutions and things. Granted, they may not be, but you know, that's just how Gordon's thinking. I'm speaking from the athlete's perspective here. That's how Gordon's thinking. That's how these guys are thinking. Noah, their quarterback, I mean, you don't get an easier throwing touchdown than that. You're going to get him going. And if you're Strawn, you need to tighten up here.
Greyhounds are definitely going to need to answer here on this drive. You can't turn it back over and allow Gordon to increase their lead. You got to stay within striking distance here. So this is a big series for the Greyhounds.
And just as much as I say that it's deflating, from the athlete side on Strawn, you quite literally just have to forget that ever happened.
Absolutely,
and you have to move on, and you have to think about how to be better going forward.
Asher Salinas will tee it up for the Longhorns. Back deep, Johnny Fraga for the Greyhounds. He will kick it, squib it. It'll hit at the goal line and bounce out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Greyhounds will take over 1st and 15 at their own 20-yard line. Can't stress enough how important I think this drive right here for the Greyhounds are.
I don't want to say, Strawn's not running out of gas necessarily, but, their playbook's only so big. And when they start shutting down some of your key plays, that's when you see trouble.
Out of the T formation, the Greyhounds will come to the line. Casey Nunez under center, and they're going to give it to Michael Barcenas going right, looking for room to run, and he's going to be upended backwards. That's going to be number 21, Maddox Stewart, on the tackle.
And they just push their own guys back into them right there. Gordon's starting to get in the rhythm, and this is what I'm talking about. With these high-ranked teams, you cannot let them get going. You cannot give them the confidence. I would say slow the game down right here. You got 5 minutes left in this half. You kind of have to work with the clock here, maybe play a little bit quicker than you normally would. You need to get a quick score here.
2nd down and 14 for the Greyhounds at their own 21-yard line. Red right formation once again. Casey Nunez, the up man. Michael Barcenas, the deep man. They'll give it to Barcenas going right. Nowhere to run. He's wrapped up in the backfield. He'll lose about 2 yards there. That's going to be Maddox Stewart once again that makes the tackle. The Greyhounds are going the wrong direction for sure.
And I'm hearing the name Maddox Stewart a lot in that backfield. That kid is making some plays back there. He's made a lot of key tackles in the backfield for this Score Longhorn defense. And we haven't even talked about the pass game that Gordon's doing an excellent job of defending.
He is only one of 2 seniors on this team.
And you can tell he's bringing that veteran leadership. You can tell when they're making plays like that, that is veteran leadership right there. That's when you need your veterans to make plays.
They marked them back to the original line of scrimmage for no gain. They declined the penalty against the Greyhounds, and it's going to be 3rd down and 14 here for the Strawn Greyhounds at their own 21-yard line.
Got a timeout here? Or official timeout? No, they were just starting the play clock.
Greyhounds will come to the line on 3rd down. Red right formation out of the gun once again. Casey Nunez under center.
Michael's a little bit
in
deeper.
The gun. Casey's going to take it and drop straight back, looking to throw. Under pressure, rolling to his left. Throws it up. Chico's going to catch it at the 30. Nice catch by Alex Hughes. He'll get it at the 30 and be dropped right there, but that was a great catch.
And you needed that. You definitely needed that. You got to thank your big boy for making an excellent catch right there.
The big guy went down low to catch that one. It's going to bring up a manageable 4th down and a long 5 here for the Greyhounds at their own 29-yard line.
And you were not joking. When you're in situations like this, that 5 yards feels like it is just so far ahead. You have to make sure you're locked in right here and make sure we're getting our blocks.
Passing situation that they're going to bring Ben Hopkins in on the line here. And normally when Ben comes in, it's a passing
He's a big
formation.
Body. Tall body here.
Greyhounds will come to the line on 4th down. Red right formation. Casey Nunez, the up man. Barcenas, the deep man. Drops straight back, looking to throw. Heavy pressure is going to throw it up to Barcenas. Needs a block. Can he get it? He does not. He's going to be drugged down from behind by Braden Walters, about 2 yards short of the 1st down. And there is another turnover on downs. Longhorns will take over 1st and 15 in Greyhound territory at the 32-yard line.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard to match Gordon's speed when you were trying to pass against him. This is what I was talking about. Gordon is really good at defending the pass, mainly because of their speed. They can just kind of keep up with whoever's out there, whoever they put out there. So you either have to run really quick pass plays or you have to kind of run crossing routes and kind of discombobulate the defense.
Noah Costile will bring the Longhorns to the line. Split left formation. He's going to give it off to Striker Reed right up the middle. He's running. Breaks a tackle at the 35, the 25 to the 20, 10, 5. Can him one man to beat, and he does. Touchdown Longhorns. Striker Reed with the score. Makes it 38-14 with 3:31 to go in the first half. And they're just so fast.
So that's the main problem here.
If your initial man doesn't get him and doesn't get him by the line of scrimmage or the backfield, you can't catch him.
That's the main problem here. I mean, Gordon is a problem for any team in the state.
Salinas on the kick for the Longhorns. Striker Reed to hold. The kick is up.
Wow.
And that's another booming kick. They've got some good
My
kickers over
goodness.
there. It's good. That's going to make it 40-14, 3:31 to go in the first half. Your Greyhounds trail the Gordon Longhorns.
And that's why it's important for Strawn to capitalize when they're draining the clock like that. It's very, very important for them to capitalize because sooner or later, if you're doing the burning the clock and stuff, that clock's going to start to work against you against teams that score as fast as Gordon does.
Sure,
so
absolutely.
you really have to make sure you're capitalizing on those types of situations. And I know they're trying their hardest, but against Gordon like this, you just have to come as prepared as possible.
Well, I said it the last one.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
I'm over here having some candy.
Give me a piece of one of them.
You want the yellow one?
Yeah. Thank you.
Oh, I got a yellow one, too. Shadow High Chews. Getting me through this game.
Asher Salinas will tee it up for the Longhorns. Back deep once again. I can't see the number, but I think it's Fraga. It is Johnny Fraga. Well, another important drive. You're going to have to try to keep pace at some point with these guys. Nice kick. It's going to be a pooch kick.
I believe he did that on purpose.
It hits it about the 1 yard line and dies. That's a great kick right there. Fraga trying to break a tackle, and he can't break one. And the Greyhounds are deep in their own territory at about the 8 yard line. 1st and 15 for the Greyhounds at their own 8.
And, I mean, it
was a great kick.
I know we're bragging on Gordon a lot here, but, I mean, they really just are so polished. Mike Reed's an excellent coach. Not many teams have a kicker like that can put the ball, and I know they did that on purpose. You can definitely tell. He put that in the perfect spot. Some people, if you play Madden, they call that Madden cheese, where you put it in the spot where it's hard to get out of that spot when you put it in the back left corner like that in Madden.
1st and 15 for the Greyhounds here. And it'd be nice. I don't really mind where they're starting, but let's march the length of the field here and let's put one on there.
Absolutely.
Red right formation for the Greyhounds. Casey Nunez will take it. He's going to give it to Michael Barcenas going right up the middle. And that's going to be brought down by number 21, Maddox Stewart. He's going to get about 2, maybe 3 yards on the play. And now they're just sending the outside guy coming around the edge.
I mean, and they're there in a heartbeat. There's not much you can do about that.
Yep. They're going to have to, yeah. They're going to have to change their blocking scheme here because they're just sending the outside in and nobody's blocking him.
I mean, I think you have to play a little bit tighter with these guys. I think when you go in the tight formations, it kind of eliminates the speed of Gordon a little bit. You kind of have to let them use their strength, which, again, they're definitely strong kids, but they're definitely more speed-oriented.
2nd down here, red right formation for the Greyhounds. Casey Nunez, the up man, and he's going to take it and give it to Michael Barcenas, and that's kind of what you need to do there. It didn't work out that time, but you run at that rush, and they're running right at that rush, and that kind of eliminates that speed coming around the side.
And
it gets a yard for 3rd down.
I know I said that I want them to run gun, but, I didn't completely want them to eliminate their bread and butter, that tie formation. I think that's really hurting them. That's something that they probably practice more than anything. I think Strawn needs to get back to the basics and what they've been good at for, 20-plus years.
Big 3rd down here for the Greyhounds. At their own 11-yard line. They got to get to the 24 for a 1st down. They're going to come out in the gun once again, red right formation. Casey Nunez will take the snap. He's going to give it to Barcenas going right again. Needs a block. Gets a block. Breaks a tackle. He's down the sidelines. There's a penalty marker on the field. He's going to run out of bounds. That one's coming back, folks.
Oh, man, and as soon as you get some sort of light from Strawn, I mean, the mistakes just keep on piling up, and that's super unfortunate for the guys on Strawn's side. We'll see what the call is.
Still waiting for the call here.
Was that a clip?
We're fixing to get it.
The clip block?
Yeah, that's
chop block.
I thought it was a cut, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah, that's what they're calling.
They're having a discussion about it, and I'm pretty sure that's what the call is. I think it's that cut block.
Not really called a lot, but, you know, it is a call that does need to be made when it does happen.
Yep.
That's exactly what that was. Yep. And can you remind, what is the premises of that call?
I think it has to be. So I don't think you can block, cut. I think it has to be a deliberate
cut. You can't kind of like lull them to sleep and then cut them.
You also can't have somebody being engaged in a block and another guy cut.
Okay.
And that may have been.
That's a high-low.
I didn't exactly see for
Not
sure that's
either.
what it was. I just saw the guy, the low guy, so I wasn't sure.
Okay.
But anyway, it's half the distance to the goal, so the Greyhounds are going to have third down at their own 6-yard line. And it's tough because that was a great run there.
Yeah, absolutely. And you needed that super bad. But, you know, you just got to move on.
They're going to go red-right formation once again. Casey Nunez, the up man. Michael Barcenas, the deep man. Nunez takes it, gives it to Barcenas, coming left. He's going to throw it up. Incomplete, intended for Alex Hughes. And that's going to bring up fourth down. Big fourth down play here for the Greyhounds at their own 6-yard line.
You know, this is no knock on Mike at all, but like you're super limited when you put him back there, and that's not his strong suit. This guy can run all over the field. You put Casey Nunez back there, he can also run. But as we saw earlier on the game, he can throw the ball across the field. So I really think that's what they need to do. Can't come back after the play progresses is what I believe. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
Thank you.
Thank you, Landon. Appreciate that.
Third.
Yeah, they're bringing out receivers.
There was a penalty. They declined it. It's going to be fourth down for the Greyhounds at their own 6-yard line.
You need to get out of this super bad here. You need to get out of this, or Gordon's looking at another quick touchdown.
I know we don't have a kicker, punter, but I might not say this a bad punt decision right here, but here we go. They're going to go.
Case and deep, man.
Yep. Red-right formation. Casey Nunez is going to get it, standing in his own end zone, looking to throw. Under heavy pressure, is going to throw it up. Michael Barcenas takes it. Breaks a tackle at the 10. Is going to be knocked out of bounds at the 14. Well short of the first down, but a nice run there by Michael Barcenas. 1st and 15 for the Longhorns as the Greyhounds turn it over on downs deep in their own territory.
And I mean, at least it's not on the 3-yard line this time. You know, they kind of bandaged the wound a little bit. They kind of got out of their own side of the field a little bit. So you kind of give some leeway for the defense to kind of move around the field. You're not kind of condensed in the red zone.
First down for the Gordon Longhorns inside the Greyhound 15 at the 14. It's going to be 1st and goal.
And Braden Walters, he's sneaky out there on that split.
And they're going to come to the line. Noah Costilla will bring them to the line. No motion. They're going to give it off to Ryen going left. Makes a man miss at the 10, and he steps into the end zone for a touchdown. Easy score for the Gordon Longhorns. 46-14 with the points after to come. And it's starting to get ugly.
Absolutely. I mean, and that's what we're talking about. Whenever you try to run the clock down, you kind of play your own tempo. This is bound to happen.
$1:27 to go in the first half. Asher Salinas on the kick for the Longhorns. Striker Reed to hold. The snap is good.
And it's blocked.
It's blocked. Good block there. It's going to be, I believe that was Johnny Fraga that got in there and blocked it. So your score with 1:27 to go remains 46-14. Longhorns over the Greyhounds.
And if I'm Coach Lee right here, you know, I'm trying to score, obviously, but I'm trying to use as much clock as I can to just get into halftime at this point. You know, give yourself to make some adjustments. Get yourself to regain. Get yourself to kind of get relocked in. You know, when mistakes pile up, sometimes you kind of lose focus. And that's exactly what I think is happening right here. They're kind of getting a little brain foggy out there, and they just need a reset. Sometimes you just need a reset, and I think that's what they just need to run the clock out here, and they need to go into halftime and get relocked in.
The mosquitoes have arrived.
Oh, it's terrible. Oh, it's terrible. Not the one to complain, but
They're big.
I feel like a bug zapper. They're all over me.
Mosquitoes are on the prowl.
Probably should have turned that light out.
Goodness gracious.
Turn the light out now.
It's more so like gnats. Yeah, y'all are near the little swamp that kind of swamps up over there.
Asher Salinas on the kick for the Gordon Longhorns. Johnny Fraga back deep for the Greyhounds.
Cricket just fell from the ceiling.
And he was going to kick it deep this time.
My goodness.
Out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Greyhounds will have it 1st and 15 at their own 20-yard line.
I know, Coach Lee. I know he's trying to score here, but I also think he's really trying to use as much clock as he can here. At least get them into halftime and make some adjustments.
Greyhounds will come out on 1st down. Red right formation. Michael Barcenas, the up man. He's going to take it and give it to Cason Nunez. Looking to throw. Got lots of times here. Got all kinds of time. Throws it off to Alex Hughes at the 15, and he's going to fight his way forward for another yard or two. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. He's going to actually lose 2 yards on that play.
Plays like that, just it's not gonna cut it. Plays like that. I'm not calling out the play calling at all, but you kind of need more in situations like that. And they've been playing more in their own backfield than they have ahead. And that's mainly just due to Gordon. They're starting to get in rhythm, and it's really scary when they get in their rhythm.
2nd down and about 17 here for the Greyhounds.
And they're letting that clock run down a little bit.
Red right formation once again for the Greyhounds. Cason Nunez, the up man. They're going to take it and give it to Michael Barcenas going right. Looking for room to run. He's not going to find much. Back to the original line of scrimmage, and that'll be it. Maddox Stewart on the tackle once again. Timeout. Longhorns with 28 seconds to go in the first half.
And Gordon's trying to get that ball back.
Absolutely.
Gordon's trying to get that ball back.
They want to get that ball back.
Absolutely.
Try to put another one on the board.
With how quick they're scoring, excellent, just excellent coaching by Mike Reed. He really knows how to play mind games, and he's done that for years.
Big 3rd down for the Greyhounds here.
This will be a quick timeout from Coach Lee here. There's not much. I'm not even saying that in a sly way. This is just kind of what happens from a player's perspective. When I was on Strawn, when we're in situations like
32.
this, it's a quick timeout.
32 seconds. He said put 32 on there. Expect a quick timeout here if they don't get that 1st down.
Absolutely. It's going to be called almost immediately.
3rd down here for the Greyhounds at their own 20-yard line. And they're going to be lined up in that red right formation.
Definitely shouldn't pass the ball here. They definitely just need to run it.
Cason Nunez, the up man. Michael Barcenas, the deep man. Here we go, 3rd down. Cason Nunez is going to take it and give it to Michael Barcenas going right, looking for room to run. He's not going to find much at all. He's going to gain about a yard on the play. Immediately, Mike calls a timeout, and that's going to be 4th down and 14 for the Greyhounds.
And now do you look at a punt? I mean, seriously.
26 seconds to go. He doesn't have a punter. No,
exactly.
He will not punt here.
Now you're in a scary situation. I mean,
yeah,
this is just going extremely wrong. I mean, I'm not sure. You definitely need a 1st down here to go into halftime.
I don't know that, and I'm not sure you could tell me the last time a Strawn team punted.
And this is no knock to Coach Lee at all, but, Strawn don't punt. Strawn does not punt. A lot of 6-man teams don't punt, to be fair, but Strawn does not punt. That's not what we've ever done. But, sometimes you just got to put yourself in better positions than where you're at right now. With how fast Gordon's scoring, you need them to have as much field to, they can't be right up against your side of the field. You have to have them.
You could also punt
up.
it to them, and they could run it back for a
They
touchdown.
could also do that. With the way this game's going, I would not be surprised if that happened.
Do you have a play that lasts 26 seconds? That's what you need.
Do they have a play that lasts 10 seconds?
You need a play that lasts 26 seconds. Greyhounds will have it. 4th down and about 14, long 14. Red right formation once again. Kaysen Nunez, the up man. Michael Barcenas, the deep man. Nunez is going to take it and give it. Bootleg play. Great play. Got a player open midfield. Run. He's got time to run.
He does have someone behind.
Throw it up. He is stuck. Throws it off to a play, and it's going to fall incomplete with 12 seconds. So they took 14 seconds off of there, and that's all you could do.
That's all you were trying to do there.
The coverage was good. There really wasn't any play that was going to get you wasn't going to get you a first down there, so you had to take what you could do. They stalled it out as much as they could, but now the Longhorns have it 1st and 15 from the Greyhound 22-yard line.
That's as much as you can do there if you're Strawn. What more can you do, This is probably the best defense in the state, if we're being completely honest here.
Longhorns are going to come out on 1st down. Split left formation once again. Noah Castile will bring them to the line.
Red split.
Going to take it and drop straight back, looking to throw. Heavy pressure is going to throw it up and almost one-handed it. Braden Walters almost brought that in with one hand. That's going to bring up 2nd down here for the Longhorns.
All 6'1" of Braden Walters. I know he's got a long wingspan. Honestly, that was a good throw. That was almost perfect.
It was a great throw and almost a great catch. But nevertheless, it falls incomplete. That's going to bring up 2nd down here for the Longhorns. Again, at the Greyhound 21-yard line. Split right formation here for the Longhorns. Noah Castile will bring them to the line. He's going to take it and drop straight back, looking to throw. Got lots of time. He's going to throw it up.
Ooh.
And he underthrows Braden Walters there at about the 6-yard line. 3 seconds to go in the first half. Greyhounds trail 46-14, and this is probably, barring a defensive penalty, this will be the last play of the game.
And, this is
last play of the half.
This is a very tricky situation if you're Strawn because, if you play too passive, trying to protect the goal line, they have so much speed that they can just kind of run from the backfield and they can really do whatever they want. But if you play too aggressive, then they can just go over the top.
They're going to come out in the T formation. Noah Castile is going to get their bootleg pass, looking to throw. Got a guy up. He's going to throw it up. Reed up, and he makes the catch. That's going to be offensive pass interference.
Yep.
That is not going to count. As he shoved off the defensive player and made the catch. Nice catch.
Beautiful catch. Sometimes as a receiver that just happens naturally when you're going up. It just happens naturally. He didn't do anything wrong there. He just kind of, did an unnatural motion. Unfortunately, it doesn't count, but, at least you go into halftime with...
So that's going to end the first half. Gordon Longhorns 46, Strawn Greyhounds 14. We'll take a short break and we'll come back.
Y'all are going out there. Is somebody going to the Greyhound? Oh, they're just walking out. I think so. That's what happened to me last time. And that's already Yep. Should already be all the way on. You wait. No, last time I held my microphone. Oh. So, as far as the plumbing, we probably shouldn't do that. I think that's how they play music for the warming up. Check that for a minute. Is it? Mm-hmm. Try it. Okay, if not, I'll just one thing you're taking is this week.
Welcome to the field, your Gordon varsity Longhorn cheerleaders. Senior Captain Ava Hawkins. Sophomore Audrey Hawkins. Sophomore Marley Jackson. Sophomore Abigail Kirkpatrick. Freshman Kelsey Balch. Freshman Allie Beeson. Freshman Harper Castilla.
Everybody clap your hands. Everybody clap your hands.
Our timeline was going to play, but we can do it after. Oh, I'm so sorry. No, we're not used to it. No, you're not. We're not. Okay. No, we'll do it after. So this works. Do you? Please welcome to the stage our Strawn High School cheerleaders. Senior Millie Hughes. Senior Ty Bowles. Junior Stephanie Alanis. Junior Bailey Zarati. Junior Destiny Torres. Junior Sarah Schubert. Sophomore Chloe Hammond. Sophomore Addie Fuentes. Sophomore Jamie Morales. Freshman Sophie Nunez. Freshman Maria Orduna. Freshman Tegan Letty. And freshman Gisela Lopez.
Okay, folks, I still have 65% of my battery left
Okay,
on.
and now let's hear it for the Gordon Thundering Stampede.
Oh, we got something else going on here. disconnecting the mics from the phone and going to plug in power. So the sound will be just through the camera for a little bit, or the phone. I can find a charging cord. Here's one. Oh, that's not going to work. Thank you all for tuning in. If you not got anything to do, October 5th, the first Saturday in October, come up to Eastland. We're putting on Rip Fest. Gonna have a parade that starts at 11. There's a 5K that starts at 8 a.m. in front of the elementary school. Then vendors open at 9 a.m. There's a car show, I think from 10 to 3, I think is the hours for the car show. Kids section with all the inflatables and the climbing tower. There's going to be a lot of food there. Be sure and come hungry, and all kinds of food if you like. Whatever you like, there's probably going to be some of it there. Lots of snacks and desserts and Dippin' Dots and ice cream and funnel cakes and all kinds of stuff. Anyway, we'd love to have y'all come and watch the parade 11 and come before that and enjoy all the shopping, lots of shopping, and all the food. And then we'll have some entertainment. The high school band will be playing on the courthouse steps, along with different cheerleading groups and dance groups and things like that all afternoon. So come up to Eastland. We're supposed to have a lot of fun. We're supposed to have also the Mutual of Omaha Wild Kingdom filming a segment. They're doing a segment on horned lizards, and so they found out about our little event, called us up, and their hosts will be riding in the parade unless something changes. So far, that's what they've told me. So come up and meet the Mutual of Omaha Wild Kingdom guys. Come have fun.
That was insane. Very traumatizing. For my dog, not me.
I was fixing to say, how did Russ take it? Russ would have thought
not
that was
well.
awesome.
Leaning up against the door, petrified.
I found the problem.
Okay, so
Let us know if we're back up.
So we have
You are going.
illegal
Absolutely.
procedure against the Greyhounds, and we're going to have unsportsmanlike here against the Longhorns.
We're going to catch y'all up a little bit here. A lot of confusion has just gone on in the past minute or so. You guys haven't missed much.
Well, they saw it,
They did see it, but you know what?
but they might not know what was going on.
What's going on is there was a penalty before halftime that happened, negated a touchdown, and now we're seeing a bunch of issues happening
They
after
assisted
because of it.
in the second half, and then we had illegal procedure, and they were arguing about that. And now we have another illegal procedure as the ball didn't go 15 yards, and we have what's probably going to be an unsportsmanlike. So I guess they're sitting there talking about, do these penalties offset? Do we mark them off?
At this point, I think they should just tee the ball up at
Just
where you
pull the ball
normally
and
do
let's
it,
play.
and let's just play. You know, I get they're trying to play by the rules and stuff like that, but sometimes it can get very confusing.
So
I'm not sure still. The refs are really having a long talk about it.
But what's happened? So it's illegal procedure, but the unsportsmanlike is after the play, so it's a dead ball foul. Those penalties don't offset because it's
Gordon should get
it's a dead
technically, if
ball.
you're going by the rules, Gordon should either go back or they should re-kick it. Is that correct?
I mean, they're probably going to call for a re-kick, but I think they're going to move the ball forward. Even more.
Okay.
But maybe not. I don't know exactly what we're doing here.
They're discussing.
A long discussion here. Talking about dinner, possibly? New York Hill?
It may be.
New York Hill, possibly?
You guys got time for marriage?
It's closer.
Okay. Now we're getting the instruction. So So it doesn't look like it's going to go Dwayne's way because he doesn't sound like he's very.
Yeah, he went immediately to his hot spot. he's gonna sit down for a second. And as a player,
He's calling it.
Okay. Re-kick.
Re-kick. But from where? That's my question. So it was a personal foul against the Longhorns at that spot. So 15 yards.
Wow. This is a very ladies and gentlemen, you really don't see things like this happen very often. It's very confusing for all parties, referees and the fans and the players, especially as a player. You're just sitting there. I know for a fact they just want to play, and I get they're trying to make the right call and stuff.
If it can happen at a Strawn Gordon game, it's going to happen.
Absolutely, this is going to happen.
Craziest thing. He's made the call, but they haven't placed the ball. So where do you place the ball?
I don't think they even know. I think everyone's just confused at this point.
Well, I think if they're re-kicking it, 15 yards from so it should be on the 25, right?
All the way up to so we're going back now. Here we go.
Now he's going the other way.
Okay. Wow, this is going to be oh, wow. Wow. So I'll give you – I think this ball's either going to go out of the back of the end zone or it's going to be a –
I mean, at this point right now, please kick it out of the back of the end zone.
Please, we don't need another –
No, I would onside it again.
Onside it to the inside the 10.
Again, and then they get it at the the 10-yard line. No, they get it at the 5. It has to go 15 yards.
This is very strange.
And he is going to squib it. And he's going to pick it up and down it right there at the 4-yard line.
Now we are back.
Now we're back.
I'm very, very unfavorable.
That was Juan DeVillo on the recovery for the Longhorns. And they'll have 1st and 15 after all the commotion from their own 4-yard line.
Here we go. I mean, oh, my goodness. It's football. It's things like that happen sometimes. That's why you got to love football. It's quite as funny sometimes as it is interesting. Absolutely.
So all of that, and we're still at 10 minutes.
46-14.
First down for the Longhorns. Split left formation. Noah Costilla under center. He's going to take it and give it to Striker Reed. Striker up the middle, looking to run.
Oh,
He's got a lot of room. To the 30. It's a foot race, and nobody's going to catch him. 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Gordon Longhorn. Striker Reed.
And not to be
on a 74-yard touchdown run.
And not to be insensitive, but it took Gordon less time to score than it did to get the kickoff figured out.
Exactly.
It's just that type of night that Strawn's had, unfortunately, as a football player. Sometimes these nights happen, especially against good teams. Sometimes it just happens, and I think he maybe was trying to pad his stats a little bit.
52-14 with the points after to come. Asher Salinas on the kick.
Excellent
for the Longhorns.
And he's got – Striker Reed has some wheels on him. That kid is special.
And there was a penalty on the play. Obviously, it was declined because it was against the Greyhounds. We've had more penalties than plays.
Absolutely, in the second half. Very, very interesting turn of events here.
Striker Reed to hold. The snap is good. The kick is up, and it's good. 54-14 with 9:47 to go in the third quarter. The Gordon Longhorns lead the Strawn Greyhounds.
And, this is just a Gordon masterclass up until this point. Game's not over, of course, but if you're Strawn, you definitely have your back against the wall here. Next Gordon score, if Strawn does not get a score on the board, will be the end of the game. And, Coach Lee's like, this is exactly what he's saying. He's like, how are we going to respond? Are we going to kneel down? Are we going to give up? Or are we going to put up a fight against our rivals? That's exactly what he's telling them right now. He says that dang near verbatim. I can assure you that. And, of course, these players aren't going to give up. That's never how Strawn is at all. They never give up. They always fight. But, man, are they fighting Goliath.
Yes.
54-14 Gordon Longhorns.
Greyhounds will travel to Bryson next week, take on the Cowboys. Hope everybody tunes in, 7:30.
Same time as always. Hope to see everyone in here in the chat. Shout out to everybody that's watching from far away and close. We really appreciate everybody tuning in. Helps the stream grow, helps the sport of six-man football, really helps it to grow. We're trying to get as many eyes on it as possible for these kids. They all deserve it.
Striker Reed on the kick for the Longhorns, back deep. Fraga, this looks like an onside kick formation, but that don't mean that's what they're doing.
Yeah.
And it is a crazy onsider. It will not go the required distance. The Greyhounds will have great field position to start this drive, and they really need to put something on the board here.
They needed a mishap right there from Gordon. You know, it comes on an onside kick. You get the ball in really good field position. Now it's time. You just give it to your best players, hope they can make a play. That's all you do right here.
They're discussing where they're going to put the ball.
Where it should always go, yeah?
They're going to mark a 5-yard penalty there. The Greyhounds are going to have great field position here.
False start? Is that what that was?
Illegal. Yeah, the ball didn't go 15 yards.
Oh, okay. Illegal procedure. Okay.
The Greyhounds are going to have great field position inside the Longhorn 30 at about the 28-yard line. The Greyhounds are going to come straight to the line. Red right formation. Out of the gun. Michael Barcenas, the up man. Casey Nunez, the deep man. Barcenas is going to take it and give it to Nunez. Looking to throw under heavy pressure. And he's going to be wrapped up way back. He's going to lose about 12 yards on the play. They'll mark him back up to about a 10-yard loss.
And it's the same theme that it's been all night. That's your senior. That's Juan.
Maddox Stewart making that tackle.
Maddox Stewart, number 13? Okay, my apologies. Maddox.
No. I thought it was Maddox that made that tackle.
Number 13, I believe.
Yeah, that's Juan.
Okay, yeah, he's been making plays all night long. That's been the theme tonight. I mean, that kid's really good on defense for the
Second down and about 25 here for the Greyhounds. Red right formation out of the gun.
Gordon Blitz
Michael
here?
Barcenas is going to take it and give it to Nunez. Rolls to his right, looking to throw. He's going to take it and cut it and run, and nowhere to go. He's going to be brought down at about the original line of, not the original line of scrimmage, at the line of scrimmage. Bring up third down and about 20. They're going to give him a half a yard, so third down at 24.
And right there, Kaysen possibly, he made a great play. He possibly had a little dump off over. You know, I would really like to see him incorporate that. I know he will. He's a really smart kid, and he will incorporate that. He had him right there.
Red right formation once again. Casey Nunez will be the deep man. Barcenas will give it to Nunez, looking to throw. He's looking to run. Breaks a tackle. Got room to run. He cuts it. Gets to the 30. Stiff arms the guy. The ball comes out.
Come loose.
And it looks like the Longhorns have it. And they do. Ryan Reed on just a bang play. The ball comes out as Casey Nunez is going down.
And the
Longhorns are there to recover at their own 30-yard line.
And the rich get richer. I mean, Gordon is just – they're doing what they do best. They're causing turnovers. They're causing havoc on the field. They're not allowing the quarterback and the star players to get comfortable. They have not been comfortable all night. They've been fighting the rush. They've been fighting coverage.
So if you're ever going to make a stop, this needs to be the one.
Right now you just got to take a deep breath.
Touchdown ends the game. Gordon Longhorns will come to the line. Split left formation. Noah Costilla under center. He's going to take it, give it to Striker Reed. No, that's not Striker Reed. My apologies. Aiden Shank is looking to run. Cuts it back up the middle, looking for room to run. He's going to get about a yard on the play, and that'll be it. My apologies. Aiden Shank was the ball carrier, and I thought it was Striker Reed. But second down, they'll give him 2 yards. They're going to go no huddle here. Split left formation. Noah Costilla will bring him to the line one more time. He'll take it. Giving it off to Shank one more time, looking to run. Got a room to run. Down, he crosses midfield to the 35, spins off a tackle, and gets knocked down right there at the 31-yard line. 1st and 15 for the Longhorns. And the Greyhounds are going to have to find something in their bag of tricks here to make a stop.
And they're already
Longhorns, no huddle. Noah Costilla going to give it off one more time to Shank. Looking to throw, looking to run to the left. Got all kinds of times, going to dump it off. That's going to be the big man. Evan Jackson gets it to the 10, to the 5.
And that's your ball game.
Touchdown Longhorns. And that's your ball game, folks. Your Gordon Longhorns are going to win it 60-14 early in the third quarter. Folks, we appreciate everybody tuning in. Longhorns win it one more time. We'll see you next week at Bryson.
Thank y'all for announcing.
Thank you guys.
Everybody for listening.
Really appreciate it.
See y'all next week. Or maybe you'll see us. Thank y'all. And I made it with 56% on my phone battery. So,